fatal hit and run, and vandals destroy several 100-plus-year-old headstones in a Cherokee County, Kansas cemetery. KOAM News at 10 is next. Now at 10, we have an update from a fatal hit and run crash from November in Knoll, Missouri. Plus, headstones dating back to the 1800s are toppled over and damaged at a cemetery in southeast Kansas. And Gen Z shows us their traditional side this holiday season by taking their shopping to brick and mortar stores.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Prosecutors drop charges in a fatal hit and run case. This is KOAM News at 10. I'm Anthony Saviello. McDonald County Prosecutor Malia Cheney says, quote, the officer made a false statement in the probable cause affidavit, which would likely affect the case outcome, end quote. Sources say the officer stated a serial number was found on a lens linking it to a 1992 Ford F-250. However, the lens contained a model number, not a serial number. That model number lens would fit numerous other years of Ford vehicles, not limited to the 1992 F-250. The incident happened back on November 2nd in Knoll, Missouri. Gloria Trejo allegedly hit a pedestrian at South Kings Highway and Hall Ridge Road in McDonald County. The victim, 59-year-old Michael Pruden, died at the scene. According to court documents, Trejo told authorities she first thought she had hit a deer, then saw it was a person, got scared, and left. Charges in the case can be refiled. Headstones dating back to the 1800s are toppled over, with some crumbled to pieces after vandals attack a southeast Kansas cemetery. The Star Cemetery in West Mineral was the subject of vandalism yesterday. Several headstones were damaged, with some of the stones not able to be replaced or repaired. As the investigation continues, authorities and town officials hope that information leading to the people responsible will soon help them find out what exactly happened.
After seeing this and having to go through it, I'm a little upset. I mean, when I see it happen to other places, it makes me upset. It makes me, how can people do it? But now that it's actually happened to us, it's just, my blood boils. It's just, I want those, I want to find them and hold them accountable. I want them, deal with what they did.
Authorities have offered a reward of up to $1,000 for information leading to the identification and conviction of those responsible. A woman has been charged with arson in connection to a Joplin duplex fire. Bricia Grosso is known to law enforcement with a long history and is now facing charges of felony arson and felony assault. Monday, December 9th, Grosso was arrested driving a vehicle the owner says she didn't have permission to drive. She then rear-ended a Mercedes Sprinter van. As the driver exited the van, she rammed the van again and again, eventually pinning the driver between two vehicles. Now charges of arson have been filed regarding the fire the prior night, December 8th. The victims, 2 adults and 2 children, were in the residence when Grosso started a fire in her bedroom. In an interview after her arrest on December 9th, Grosso admitted that she set a book on fire in her bedroom and then began to tell people in the house that it was time to get out. Let's check in with Chief Meteorologist Doug Hetty for a first look at weather.
Well, it turned out to be at least a fairly mild day for us today. Back into the mid to upper 50s, 56. Our official high, 33, is where we started. 48 is our average high. So again, 2 days in a row, we've had temperatures above average. Temperatures holding near 50. This is where we're going to be all night long still. We're going to have this southeasterly breeze kicking in all night long. We're going to stick with the light showers and drizzle as we go through the next several hours. But it's after midnight tonight. That's when we see scattered thunderstorms pop up. Here's 1:30 in the morning. Periods of scattered showers and thunderstorms continuing to work through. Here's 5 o'clock in the morning. Let's continue this all the way till 7, 8 a.m. So we're going to start the day with scattered showers and thunderstorms. None of the thunderstorms too strong or severe, but we have another batch right behind this. We're going to talk about all that here in just a bit.
All right, Doug, see you soon. Gen Z is taking over the malls these days. According to research from CNBC, 63% of surveyed say they plan to make holiday purchases at physical stores this season rather than online. KOAM's Lonnie Walton stopped by North Park Mall in Joplin to talk with some of those Gen Zers.
Well, Gen Z is looking for more personal experiences, more in-person experiences.
Scott Baradell is the CEO of Ideal Grove. He says the Gen Z population is taking over malls this season more than any other generation. Baradell says malls need to get on board if they want to cash in on this one.
Cool technologies that you can only experience in store, like, for example, mirrors that are like virtual changing rooms where you could imagine yourself with different outfits on.
But what about the 4th state area? We caught up with some Gen Zers to see why they are excited about shopping in person.
I like the in-store experience.
Yeah, it's like really fun in the mall. There's lots of stores and you can walk around and be with your friends.
We just like to get our girl time in and socialize, and it's nice to look through everything.
Some Gen Zers say they like shopping online, but sometimes they want their products right now.
More better to get it faster, I guess.
Also are not for waiting on the shipping.
And there's a few more miscellaneous reasons.
I'm a very impulsive shopper, so it's very dangerous to go online and shop.
Coming here is like kind of nostalgic for me.
I like to see the quality of the things I'm buying.
Finally, some come just for a change.
Came out today because I just wanted to get out of the house.
But will Gen Z continue to lead this trend?
How retailers respond in terms of the what they do in store to make the experience more engaging, to make you want to come in, is going to be key to that future and what's going to happen.
Reporting in Joplin, I'm Lonnie Walton, KOAM News.
Baradell says the boomer generation closely follows behind Gen Z, while millennials and Gen X are more likely to shop online. Some kids at Columbian Elementary in Carthage got an early Christmas present. Members of the Carthage Family Literacy Council stopped by to read a book to the kiddos in pre-K through 1st grade today. The kids also received Christmas books as an early gift. While the kids had a good time, it's possible the adults had an even better one.
Just thrilling for me. It's just so much fun to see them really connect with the characters, and like Argo said, he loves dinosaurs and he loves Christmas, and it's just a great connection. Nothing better in the world.
While the council only read to the kids at Columbian Elementary, they say they plan to donate books to all district pre-K through 1st students. Another semester in the books and another round of graduates receiving their degrees. Starting at 4 p.m. this afternoon, 540 students celebrate what they have been working towards during their tenure at Pitt State. 235 students earned their graduate degrees, while 305 earned their undergrad. Commencement took place at the John Lance Arena on campus. Well, 'tis the season for high school hoops. Brock Baldridge has highlights from Riverton versus Pittsburgh coming up in sports. But up first, more drone sightings are being reported in the Northeast and now other parts of the country. Increasing reports of drone sightings in New Jersey and now New York, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, and Maryland have residents rattled and lawmakers calling for action. As a precaution, the FAA is temporarily prohibiting drone flights over Picatinny Arsenal military base, where a number of sightings have been made. It's also prohibiting drone flights over Trump National Golf Club Bedminster. Erica Brown has the latest.
There's one right above us.
This is weird.
And then there's one over there.
Over New Jersey and other parts of the East Coast, people are struggling to make sense of a rash of recent drone sightings. Evan Cutler was driving home from work after midnight when he says he saw something unusual in the sky.
The enormity of this object, combined with the fact that it was, looking at my watch, 12:43 in the morning, made me think this is something that is bizarre.
I don't believe that the United States of America, with its military capabilities, does not know what these objects are.
New Jersey Senator Andy Kim spent time with police to get a better idea of what people are experiencing during the growing number of drone sightings in the region.
Sometimes, they appear to be quite low to the ground. They seem like they hovered and weren't necessarily moving. Changing some directions.
On his social media site, President-elect Donald Trump wrote, "Mystery drone sightings all over the country. Can this really be happening without our government's knowledge? I don't think so. Let the public know and now. Otherwise, shoot them down. National Security Communications Advisor John Kirby says it appears many of the reported sightings are actually manned aircraft that are being operated lawfully.
We saw blinking, like lots of blinking things up in the sky. It really has been very disturbing knowing that all these drones are flying over the entire state.
The FBI, which is among several agencies investigating, released a joint statement with the Department of Homeland Security saying there's no evidence the reported drone sightings pose a national security or public safety threat. Erica Brown, CBS News, Washington.
On Friday, New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy wrote a letter to President Biden expressing concern and asking for federal resources to figure out what's going on. Doug returns with a complete look at your forecast, but up first, KOAM photojournalist Ty Parks rolls into McDonald County, Missouri, where some kindergarten kids put the pedal to the metal for a new bike program.
Well, it turned out to be a little bit of a gloomy Friday out there, but still temperatures 55 to 60 degrees for afternoon highs. On and off showers and drizzle. We still have that outside right now, but a great shot of our Cornell Arts and Entertainment Complex tower cam looking downtown, but you can see the wind whipping around. That's what we're going to see as we go through the overnight hours. Light showers, drizzle. This has been going on for several hours now. We're going to continue to see this as we go through the next several hours. But here's the main band just west of Wichita. Once that gets in after midnight tonight, that's when the showers and thunderstorms will really flare up. So until then, just light showers and drizzle. Here's 1:30 in the morning, scattered thunderstorms popping up. Nothing strong, nothing severe, but don't be surprised if you hear some rumbles of thunder. Scattered thunderstorms continue through the night. 5 a.m., let's go to about 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. Still some scattered thunderstorms out there. So we are going to start the day on the wet side, but we'll dry up as we go through the day. Hanging out near 50, that's what we're going to see all night long. Still that southeasterly wind, kind of stiff, 10 to 15, and gusts have been higher than that. They're going to stay up there all the way into the morning hours, gusts 30 to about 35. Slowly coming down late in the day, but look at this. They crank up again Sunday ahead of our next system, which is going to affect us late Sunday into Monday. You can already see it pushing into the western third of the country. All right, let me walk you through time. After the showers and thunderstorms tonight into the morning hours, again, we start the day on the west side, but as we get to about the noon hour, look at this. Sunshine breaking out, still windy. I think most of us will top out near 60 for a high, which is still a pretty good day. As we get into Saturday night, clear skies most of the night. We'll dip back into the mid-30s and then clouds thicken throughout the daytime hours on Sunday. May get a little bit of drizzle. I think most of the day is going to be dry. But as we go into Sunday evening and Sunday night, here we go again. Showers, thunderstorms. Now, some of these on Sunday night may hit that severe limit. We may have some low-grade severe storms as we get into Sunday night and Monday morning. So we're going to keep our eyes on this as we go through the next couple days. All right, system number one. How much rain are we going to get? Not a lot. 1/10, 2, 3/10. There may be isolated half-inch amounts, but we'll definitely take any rain we can get. But temperature is good over the weekend. Morning rain, 60, windy. Sunday looks good, but we're going to get showers and, of course, those thunderstorms working in as we get into Sunday evening and Sunday night. I think the time frame for bigger thunderstorms is mainly after 10 p.m. on Sunday. 56 on Monday, morning showers. 55 Tuesday, rain late. 50 on Wednesday, morning showers. Then an Arctic blast rolls in late next week, so it really starts to cool back down. Anthony?
I don't think anyone's looking forward to an Arctic blast. Thanks, Doug. Don't forget, you can be the first to know about the day's weather with KOAM Skywatch weather app. Get severe weather updates sent straight to your phone, free of charge. It's available in the Apple App Store and the Google Play Store. KOAM Skywatch weather app. You can know about that Arctic blast that's going to catch us all. Kiddos at the Anderson, Missouri Elementary School put the pedal to the metal today to help launch a new bike program. KOAM photojournalist Ty Parks takes us there for a bike's eye view.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
These bikes mean a lot to this school. It is an opportunity for many of our students that they may not have outside of school. It's an opportunity for them to build a life skill that they can use for the rest of their life. Whether it be they go on to do adventures with their friends or their family, or they decide to join a bike team in some form, but it just allows them the opportunity to learn a skill that they will use for the rest of their life.
Yeah, so many kids grow up not knowing how to ride a bike, and we take it for granted, but really this generation, statistically, like 50% of 8th graders in the United States don't know how to ride a bike, which is really terrible because they lose that opportunity to be able to get outside, alternative transportation, just the opportunity to be active. By introducing these kids to learn to ride a bike early, we're encouraging them to explore, get outside, be active. It's a really great life lesson that it's important, developmentally that kids and people learn, and the kids in Anderson Elementary definitely will now.
Programs like this bring laughter and friendship and more learning than just motor skills. Learning how to work together as a team, learning how to complement one another. I hope that it brings joy to our students' hearts to try something new in a lot of cases, but also be able to leave the school with a skill and continue on with that skill if they choose to.
Jomo Adventures and Trailblazers donated $9,000 to make the program a reality. Well, coming up in sports, several of our local high school football players receive all-state honors from sports in Kansas. Plus, Riverton boys basketball faces Pittsburgh on the road. Brock Baldridge has those stories and more up next.
High school basketball season around the 4 states continues to heat up. Tonight, the Pittsburgh Purple Dragons play in their first home game of the year. Purple Dragons are on their home floor tonight, taking on the Riverton Rams for a really good non-conference matchup. First points of the game belong to Jamarcus Davis, who drives in the lane. Left-handed layup there is good. Pittsburgh up 2-0 later in the half. Nice move here by Keandre Logan, who creates enough space to find Nate Mitchell for the layup. Slow start for both teams, but things will start to heat up later in the game. Riverton's big man, Tarek Richardson, takes this one to the basket, and then later, Richardson shows off his range. He drains a three-pointer from beyond the arc, and the Rams, well, they would enter halftime only down by 1 point to Pittsburgh. But the Purple Dragons defense starts to step up in the second half. Keandre Logan gets the steal and then takes it himself the other way. He finishes the layup. Then a few possessions later, Malachi Meadows gets his hands up and turns defense into offense. Another layup here. Close game all night, but Pittsburgh pulls away at the end. Purple Dragons beat the Rams 56-52. The Webb City Cardinals find themselves in the semifinals round of the Carthage Invitational. It's a rematch from last year against the Ray-Peck Panthers. First quarter here, Cardinals with a better start than last night. Holton Keith with the alley-oop to Trey Turner. He knocks it in for 2. Early lead goes to Webb City. But in the second quarter, Cardinals inching away. Good defense here by Eli Pace. He steals and passes to Holton Keith in transition. He gets a layup. Keith finished the night with 17 points. 7-point lead for Webb City at halftime. Ray-Peck cutting back into the lead. Dalton Riggs knocks down the corner 3. It's a tight one heading into the fourth. Panthers with possession now. They answer with a 3 of their own. That helps them take the lead in the fourth quarter. Cardinals down by 3 points. 7 seconds left in the game. Eli Pace tries to take this one to overtime, but just short of the basket at the buzzer. Webb City loses the Ray-Peck 53-50. Cardinals play for third place tomorrow against Carthage. Sports in Kansas has released its 2024 All-State High School football teams from classes 1A through 6A. Here are some of the local players who get to receive all first state honors, starting with Class 1A, Braden Nation and Ryan Broyles from Jayhawk Lynn, and 2 Colgan Panthers offensive linemen Michael Westhoff and defensive back Anthony Schirmer. Over to Class 2A, Caney Valley tight end Ben Matthews is first team All-State, and as are 2 players from Humboldt, offensive lineman Kyler Isbell and Blake Ellis makes the list as an athlete. In Class 3A, 3 Frontenac Raiders are listed as first team honorees. Running back Gavin Withune, tight end Jaden Houghton, and defensive back Wyatt Frazier. 2 Columbus Titans featured as well. That would be offensive lineman Carter Henry and defensive back Jace Midget. Gerard Scott Moore makes the list as an athlete, and Jacob Grant from Baxter Springs is first-team kicker. Then in Class 4A, 7 of our local players are in first-team All-State. Labette County running back Jamal Jackson, along with 2 players from Coffeyville. That would be Keaton Jones and Aaron Tunstall. Offensive lineman Luke Harris from Fort Scott, and 3 Chinook Blue Comets are on this list for the first team. That would be Cade Small, Elliott Stevenson, and Quentin Harding. Lastly, in the Class 5A, 1 Pittsburgh Purple Dragon is on the first team All-State. That would be Demarius Partee. So obviously a lot of names that we are familiar with covering high school football all season long. So it's nice to see that a lot of these Southeast Kansas kids, their hard work has paid off and they made that list.
Absolutely. And just looking forward to next year where hopefully another round of our...
Maybe we can get more names on those lists.
Absolutely. All right, that's a look at sports. We're back with more after this.
All right, showers, thunderstorms for us tonight, especially after midnight, lasting into the morning hours. Nothing strong, nothing severe, but you are going to hear some rumbles of thunder at times if you're awake tonight. By tomorrow afternoon, it looks pretty good. Partly sunny skies, high of 60, 64 on Sunday, but thunderstorms again by Sunday night.
All right, Doug, thanks. Today, volunteers from the Carl Junction School District helped gather up just some of the toys you've donated to KOAM's Toy Box Toy Drive. Students in the leadership group spearheaded the effort, which ended up collecting bags filled with toys for children throughout the 4 states. From the school, the toys went to our partners at the Salvation Army of Jasper and Newton counties to be distributed to local families. Love this time of year, a time of giving. Some of the toys right behind us right here.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely love it. Final sports note for us.
Well, speaking of Carl Junction, I've been really impressed with their basketball team so far, the boys basketball team. Court Hardy, he came over from Seneca, now at Carl Junction. So far, they're off to a 5-1 start, and tomorrow they play for the championship game at the Carthage Invitational against Ray Peck. We'll have coverage of that one tomorrow at 6.
All right, perfect. Best of luck to them. Thanks for joining us. Have a great night from all of us here at KOAM. Have an even better tomorrow.